think. Here's to make you think. So Trump on the TV is saying that he cannot be charged because of presidential immunity, meaning if you are in office and you commit a crime, when you come out of office, you cannot be charged. Now, I don't care if that's true or not. I do care. I hope it's not. But I mean, either way, if they judge it true or they judge it not, either way, Donald Trump is in trouble. Because let's say they say, no, you don't have immunity. Well, he's going to have a lot of problems, right? Well, let's say he does have immunity. A president that commits a crime while in office cannot be charged after they're out of office. Let's say they say, okay, that's fine. Yep, you're right. Well, wouldn't that mean then that Joe Biden could assassinate or do something to Trump or anybody they want? Couldn't Joe Biden then assassinate his opponent? Wouldn't that be perfectly allowed? I mean, you assassinate Trump now, and then when you come out of office, you can't be charged. You have presidential immunity. At least that's what Trump is claiming. Trump is claiming he has presidential immunity. Well, wouldn't that mean that Biden now has presidential immunity? And if Trump could commit a crime and not be charged because he was in office, does that not mean that Biden can commit a crime because he's in office? And wouldn't that mean that Biden could choose a crime against Trump? So this gets so freaking convoluted that it's messed up. And it's all a distraction because what you really need to be focused on is wealth inequality. That's why there's a war about to be started on purpose. It's all a distraction. Every 100 years, the same system repeats. Instead of watching Fox News, watch some history. Read some history books. Read what the economy, look at the charts. See what keeps on repeating. Look for the patterns. One pattern I see is that the working class seems to do better. Meanwhile, the wealthy individuals at the top have less vacation time. Then that stops being the case, and the people at the bottom start dying, and the people at the top start buying really weird and unusual stuff. Then people start dying and fighting, and then it goes back the other way. Then, when they try to take the money back and the money and the wealth gets shipped to the top again, there's always a war. There's always some presidential distractions, and there's a lot of this. No matter who you vote for, no matter which way this goes, we're going to have a lot of problems in the next 10 years if we do not look at the real problem at hand. And that is the wealthy, well-off individuals having control of our food supply, shifting money from the bottom to the top, screwing up the housing, screwing up the economy, crashing markets, greedy practices, putting small business out of business, too much consolidation, trying to create monopolies, poisoning different types of people, not any accountability, destroying our political system, destroying our justice system, having immunity from the justice system because they destroyed it. These are the problems that are being created every 10 years. And we need to work on it. We need to make sure that we fix the problems that were created by the wealthy individuals in the 80s. We need to that's why the housing market. Here's one for you. The cheapest one bedroom you will find in the city of Rochester is the same as a minimum wage 40-hour work week. Rent is $1,400 for a one bedroom, and that's a moldy, crappy place. Now, I'm sure they have random ones online, but if you try to get them, it won't work out. No, I'm talking about the actual ones that realtors have in Rochester, where if you go in, you can look through the list of all the different apartments, rent out one bedrooms, and the cheapest ones are $1,400, while the next cheapest are like $1,600, and then you got like two bedrooms at $2,000. What do you get for 40 hours on minimum wage in this town? $10 an hour or less, and you get 40-hour work week, about $350 a week. That's how much you will make, $350 a week. So, if you're working a 40-hour work week and you're at an essential service like a gas station, you will make $1,400 a month, and that's before the taxes are taken out. And your rent will be $1,400, and that does not include electric. And because these landlords do not have to maintain their buildings due to city code enforcement, your electric bill could be as high as $600 because they can literally just leave holes all over the building for your heat to go out. You can try to caulk and fill them, but it's almost impossible. And we've tried to bring it to the courts of all these holes and everything, but apparently Rochester doesn't care if people get sick and have holes everywhere. Anyways, this is a very common problem. Now, why is this? You can try to blame the landlord, but it's not his fault. This is everywhere. Every single state has a problem. It's because wealth inequality has shifted in every single district. Your gas is more, your meds are more, your butter is more, everything's overpriced, your rent is double what it should be, you got taxes real high on the poor while they're real low on the rich, and you got the IRS only going after the people that can't defend themselves. I'm not even kidding. The people that actually steal the most money and get away with it, they don't even get audited. They don't. Anybody who has millions of dollars, they don't even get an audit. The reason why is the IRS has been crippled to the point where they can't fight anybody with money. If you have a large amount of money, you just hire a couple of attorneys and the IRS will never ever touch you. And you can hide all your money all you want. But meanwhile, the IRS is going after people that they know cannot defend themselves, that have committed no crime or little crimes. And this is also happening, once again, because the people at the top have hijacked our system, and now they're distracting us with a Trump-Biden mix. Why do you think they picked these people? You think they're the best America has to offer? You think that Biden is the best president for the Democrats? And do you think Trump is the best Republican that they could offer us? Do you truly believe, out of everybody in America that could have ran for president, Trump was the best option that could have been put in front of us with those other people? No. No, not at all. It's a distraction from the real issue. Elect who you want, and things will change a little bit. But the systemic issue, what is really lobbying and wealthy individuals hijacking our government and really running the show. You got a lot of big corporations that are deciding which way things go. And now you got people literally who have rent that's the same as a 40-hour work week at an essential service job. Meanwhile, their electric is half of their rent, and if they have a kid, forget about it. Diapers, way more than they used to be you got to account for inflation. So you got to say a minimum wage job in 1960, the price of diapers were what in 1960, and how much was your rent in 1960 compared to now. And you do all those numbers, and when you come out, you realize everything is more now. Everything is more expensive now, and you have less money to spend on it. And this is getting worse, and it's going to keep getting worse. It was bad before COVID. Now people see it, though. Now people are aware of it. Well, stop paying attention to the bull crap and start working together. Start loving your neighbor. Start killing people with kindness, because we need it.